based on the latest developments surrounding Zanu-PF's Resolution No. 1, which proposes extending President Emmerson Mnangagwa's term beyond the constitutional limit of 2028 to 2030, Zimbabwe's political landscape has entered a new phase of heightened tension and uncertainty. This report provides a comprehensive analysis of the resolution, the reactions from key opposition figures, including Nelson Chamisa and Job Sikala. Minnie Baloyi reacted by posting on X. This report explores the possible political outcomes of this controversial move. During the 22nd Zanu-PF Annual National People's Conference held in Mutare from October 13th to 18th, 2025, party delegates reaffirmed Resolution No. 1, which seeks to extend President Mnangagwa's term of office by 2 years, effectively allowing him to remain in power until 2030. The resolution mandates the Ministry of Justice to initiate the necessary constitutional amendments to facilitate this extension, bypassing the current 2-term limit enshrined in the 2013 Constitution. Zanu-PF argues that the extension is necessary to ensure continuity in leadership and the successful implementation of Vision 2030, a national development strategy aimed at transforming Zimbabwe into an upper-middle income economy. Reactions from key opposition figures: Nelson Chamisa, former Citizens Coalition for Change, CCC, leader Nelson Chamisa was among the first to respond. On X, formerly Twitter, Chamisa dismissed the resolution as illegitimate, stating, "Zanu-PF resolutions bind Zanu-PF and her members, not Zimbabwe and her people." Chamisa emphasized that any constitutional amendment to extend a presidential term must be subjected to a national referendum, and even then, the sitting president cannot benefit from such changes. He accused Zanu-PF of attempting to subvert the constitution for partisan gain and vowed to resist the move politically and legally. Job Sikala, a prominent opposition figure and human rights lawyer, described the resolution as a huge provocation and warned of a major challenge for democratic forces in Zimbabwe. He stated, "It is going to be the biggest challenge to the democratic forces in the nation on how we are going to respond to this huge provocation by a political party whose modus of operation has always been predatory." Sikala's comments reflect a broader concern that Zanu-PF's actions could lead to constitutional capture, undermining democratic institutions and the rule of law. Minnie Baloyi. While Vice President Constantino Chiwenga's wife, Minnie Baloyi, has not issued a direct statement on the resolution, she posted a tweet supporting her husband's speech at the conference. Her proximity to the internal power dynamics within Zanu-PF is significant. Chiwenga's failure to vote on Resolution No. 1 and his absence from key conference sessions have been interpreted as signs of dissent. Analysts suggest that Baloyi's influence could play a role in shaping Chiwenga's next moves, especially as factional tensions escalate. Internal Zanu-PF tensions. The resolution has exacerbated factionalism within Zanu-PF, particularly between supporters of Mnangagwa and those aligned with Vice President Chiwenga. Chiwenga reportedly views the resolution as a betrayal of an internal agreement that he would succeed Mnangagwa in 2028. A confidential dossier submitted by Chiwenga to the Politburo accuses key Mnangagwa allies, including Kudakwashe Tagwire and Wicknell Chivayo, of corruption and state capture. The dossier has triggered a fierce backlash, with Mnangagwa loyalists accusing Chiwenga of treason and attempting to destabilize the party. Legal experts such as advocate Thabani Mpofu have declared the resolution unlawful, arguing that it violates both the Zanu-PF party constitution and the national constitution. According to Mpofu, only the Congress, not the annual People's Conference, has the authority to elect the party's presidential candidate, and any attempt to extend Mnangagwa's term without a referendum would be invalid. Possible political outcomes. 1. Constitutional crisis. If Zanu-PF proceeds with the amendment without a referendum, Zimbabwe could face a constitutional crisis, with opposition parties and civil society groups challenging the move in court and through mass mobilization. 2. Increased civil unrest. The resolution has already sparked public outrage and could lead to protests, especially if the government cracks down on dissent. Previous experiences suggest that such unrest could be met with state repression, further straining Zimbabwe's human rights record. 3. Opposition reorganization. The resolution may serve as a rallying point for opposition forces. Chamisa's renewed political engagement and Sikala's activism could lead to a reinvigoration of the opposition, potentially culminating in a unified front against Zanu-PF in future elections. 4. Zanu-PF implosion. Political analysts warn that unresolved factional tensions could lead to a split within Zanu-PF, especially if Chiwenga and his allies feel sidelined. Such a split could weaken the party's grip on power and open the door for new political alliances. 5. International repercussions. The international community, particularly SADC, the African Union and Western governments, may view the resolution as a step away from democratic norms. This could result in diplomatic isolation, sanctions, or reduced foreign investment, further impacting Zimbabwe's fragile economy. Zanu-PF's Resolution No. 1 has triggered a political storm with far-reaching implications. While the ruling party frames the move as a step toward stability and development, opposition leaders and civil society view it as a power grab that threatens constitutionalism and democracy. The coming months will be critical in determining whether Zimbabwe navigates this crisis through dialogue and legal processes, or whether it descends into political instability and authoritarianism. Thank you for watching, like, share, and subscribe.